Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Weem, and today we're playing more Under the Ocean. So I'm kind of jumping and somersaulting my way outside, and intend on making a shelter today. So let's see if we can't find the beach. I think it was back this way. I guess we'll find out. We may have to do some swimming to get back there. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. I kind of want to make the shelter on the beach, and of course we're going to need a lot of wood, so that'll be the place to start. Now, last time we got an axe, so that is certainly going to help. So let's go ahead and do this. Just chop this down. Wish I could hold and chop, but you have to click like crazy. Let's go ahead and throw this over here. Now, I've got, let's see, I can break some of this up out here. I am carrying a lot of stuff I don't really need just yet, and so what we'll have to do is figure out exactly where to set this shelter up at, and then maybe drop some of the material I don't need and leave it nearby. That's kind of cool. He runs slower, like uphill in the sand there. That's cool. Okay, what do we got here? So this eventually goes back into the cave. Now, part of me is thinking that I could make if I make the shelter over on this end, it might be good, because then I can immediately go into a cave. It's kind of nearby. Oh, is this an edge? Actually, can't go in here, so I guess you have to, let's see. Hey, where'd that go? Drag this out. Trees in the way there. Yeah, things get a little bit wonky at times. Okay, so now if I can jump up on this thing. Kind of a little hard to aim your jump just right, and that's not quite gonna get me there. Let's grab another one. I'm just gonna try and stack these up a bit. There we go. No, I need one more. Let's see. Let's go into construction mode. We'll rotate this here and do that, and we're just gonna kind of wedge this in here. Hopefully enough for me to kind of catch on. There we go. Let's see how this works. Oh, now I appear to be stuck. Alrighty. Little finicky getting things to work here. Look at this. I can't quite get up on that stick there. Let's try that. Alrighty, well, after messing around a little bit, I realized that it was probably the driftwood not working as a step, so I broke up my large log, or whatever they call it, and made 3 planks. Stuck one of those in here, and it looks like that's going to do it. I do have to kind of get closer in here, and of course, now that I'm sitting here talking about it, I just simply don't jump high enough. There we go. Anyway, whew. So yes, as I was saying, if I make the shelter over here, you can see it puts me underneath the ledge here. There you go. If I put the shelter towards this end, I have quick access to a cave. As you may recall, on the other side I had to do quite a bit of swimming to get over here. So, for example, if I make the shelter kind of in this area, then I've just got cave over to the right, somewhat nearby. So I think that's going to be what we'll do. I may even do it here somewhere, maybe extend a floor out to the left, kind of level, and land it on this side over here. We'll see. What we have to do, though, is gather up the wood, and then before we do that, what I need to do is make a lot of room. So since we're going to make the shelter over here, I am going to offload a number of things over here. So we've got room. Let's see here. Move some of my tools over. It's trying to, oh, okay. It was trying to craft the leaves for me. Let's move this. Basically, I need to chop down a bunch of trees, so let's do this. Now, for this, what we do is we kind of go into a construction mode here, and we'll drag this tree up, and we will drag the saw out. At least I thought that's what we do. Yeah, you get the craft circle. It shows up right up there. So let's go ahead and do that. So there's those. I'm guessing I can just do that again here. No, maybe if I move the tree up. Oh, I attached this. Now this is kind of a funny little thing. You see these are all attached, and I actually discovered how to break these apart on accident. We'll see if it works. I thought I just double clicked or double right clicked. No? Whoa. Alrighty, that was a little funky. So I don't know what's going on here. I'd like to separate these, but that's just not happening. For now, I think what we'll do is we'll start putting these logs away. See if we can't store a good number of them in here if I strategically angle them. I do need them to light up green so they'll actually stick in the menu. There we go, like so. It looks like we got a good chunk of these too. I've got 6 here. There's another like couple trees in the area, so we should be able to make quite a few of these planks. It looks like they call these planks as well. The other ones are also called. Yeah, they're just smaller. Okay, let's see. Can we move this if I rotate it maybe? Put it here-ish. Alrighty, so where's that put us? Okay, it puts us with a tree that's got a saw stuck in it. In fact, I can't even move any of this stuff now. Okay, how are we gonna do this? How do we do this? See, it's weird. It's like it's attached to the stump over here. Oh boy. Well, that's what happens, I guess. Let's see. I can't separate the saw. Now, like I said before, I could double right-click and it would actually separate things that I had merged together, but that is just not happening right now. So I may have to play around with this a bit and see if I can't figure out how to resolve this. Alrighty, well I think I figured it out. Basically, as long as I hold the mouse and drag, then I can right click, or just double right click, and it actually separated out elements. So this one looks like it actually may have gotten a bit buggy. It made it a big item, and there we go, back to regular size there. So you can see I've got the saw separated out here, fortunately, and I even broke out parts of the tree here, and I don't know if I can turn these. They were sideways as the stump is, and then they turn to kind of face the camera, so I'm not really sure. Let's see if I can, yeah, craft. Let's do that. Okay, so that chopped that up. We'll do this again. It's going to make smaller ones. Okay, so what about these guys, though? Well, that merged these two. So as you could see, when I merged them, as long as I'm holding my left mouse button, I can right click and get them separated as such. Let's see. Can we do that? No, that would merge it. This would break those up. So I'm not really sure what these kind of separated stumps are. I put my mouse over them and it gives me a number, 3, 4, 2. I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of that is. So we're going to use this little hole here as our own little dumpster, I guess, and we'll let those kind of fall in there if gravity will allow it when I come out of this. But right now what I want to do is just move these over. Since I don't have inventory room, I'm just going to kind of move them over here so that they'll just kind of drop on that side over there, which is where I'm building the house anyway, or the shack, or whatever this turns out to be. I'm sure it's not going to be very it's not going to be pretty, but hopefully it will function. See if we can't get the saw in here somewhere without doing anything crazy. No? Alright, we'll just drop it over there as well. So there we go. We did drop the axe as well. Let's kind of ditch that and come over here. So I've got a bunch of logs up in my inventory here. We obviously have a lot here, and we want to get a floor going. And I'm kind of thinking maybe this would be the level part. So from here extending out to the left. So what we'll do is, let's take a look at this. So this is kind of connected. Let's see if I can separate this. Can I separate? Okay, so that's separated, I guess. Can't select it now. This I can't separate, so I guess it's part of it. Maybe with the saw I can kind of separate this. Where is the saw? If I can dig it out from underneath all this stuff. Alright, maybe I can't. Let's just go ahead and come out of here. There we go. Now if I rotate it, I'm having a hard time seeing it up there. Let's just set it over here. And try this again. Nope, I can't select this log. So things are just kind of acting a bit buggy for me, and I think we're just going to go ahead and continue. So floor, that's what we need. And I think we'll use, I want to use the thin planks for the floor, right? Kind of makes sense. So let's go ahead and rotate this. I'm gonna kind of jump over here and rotate this around. And we want it to be somewhat level. Doesn't have to be perfect, but something along those lines. And we'll kind of come out of here. So that's stuck in the ground. You can see it's supporting my weight. We're going to go ahead and do another one of those. Rotate this. And I won't only rely on these, although I think as long as they are attached in this way, they will support weight. It looks like it will. But I'm going to actually build support for these. For example, take one of these guys and kind of sink it into the ground, right? I want things to be, you know, at least pretend to be realistic here. I'll just go ahead and do that. And let's see, do we have another one? Not that I can select here. Let's see if I can pick any of these up. I think it's because these stones are on top of everything. That's probably the problem. Let's go ahead and drop these up here. Those are pretty heavy and they take a bit to move them. So we'll see if they were kind of holding things up. Yeah, okay. Now I may need two of these here because of the depth. Let's go ahead and go into our construction mode. I'm trying to move this stone. Still can't select the these logs down here at all. But we can get these, so that's fine. Gonna rotate this guy like so. Maybe take this guy. We'll sink him in here. Rotate him a little bit. Something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? Again, these planks I can't pick up here, but I've got... well, I guess I can make some. I'll have to get that saw. And of course I can't select the saw. Well, we may have to fiddle around with some things here in order to get this going. But you can see how this kind of comes together here and supports your weight and everything. So we're definitely moving along. We'll get the floor going and maybe see what else we can do. Well, I've got things kind of moved around. Obviously, I haven't got much farther, or really not farther at all, with building the floor. But I did organize a bunch of things. I've got a lot of the logs out of the way, moved some of the stone over. I dropped some things in the hole over there, so that's kind of out of the way. As a log, I couldn't separate from some grass and another item, so I figured I would just get rid of it. So what I'm doing now is basically kind of picking up where I left off, and I thought I would use these stone blocks to kind of sink them into the ground. So go construction mode here and use these almost like they're the setting for the pier, the pieces here. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but basically I want to use these here, and as you can see, we'll kind of set these in like so. Unfortunately, I can't really cut this in half. I wish I could. So we'll just kind of sink it down to about the level of the one I'm standing next to. Something like that. Let's grab a plank and continue the floor. Now, one thing I'm noticing is that I'm going to kind of get stuck in here if I stay here. So we're going to go ahead and jump out of here if I can, if at all possible. There we go. Let's see, get another one of these guys down here. Again, Q&E is rotating these around, and just kind of get this in here like so. Should work. Pretty good guess as to where I needed that before. Okay. Alrighty. Something like that. Okay. Let's kind of move on up. This thing's coming along. We're going to have this come over, and I'll probably stop it at the edge of the hole here, and I don't know. I may have to probably build some little bridge across, because with the floor being up that high, I won't be able to jump from the left side over to the right. Just depends. I guess I could end it essentially where I'm at now, say here or so, and then make just a couple little steps down. It's definitely an idea. Be nice if you could make platforms like you can in Terraria that you could basically walk along, but when you hit down, you fall down through it. That'd be kind of nice. You can obviously set certain pieces as background so that you can kind of clip through them, but it won't work as a surface to stand on in the same way that it does in Terraria. So there'll be none of that. But let's see here. Now I did want to use stone. Where did I think I have another one? Yeah. Let's go ahead and heave this guy over here. Go into our construction mode. It's going to be right about there. I'll just kind of set that like so. Plenty of wood. What I don't know is if you can grow trees or anything. Might be nice because you're limited in the amount of wood that you can get. That could just be part of the game. It's, you gotta use what you've got. But it might be nice if you could create more or grow more and make some really elaborate wood structures. That'd be kind of cool. So let's see. I don't have any more planks, the smaller planks. We'll drag this guy out. Drag the saw out here. That ought to do it. Put the saw away. Okay, we are just about there. So if I want to leave room for stairs, I'm probably going to need to end this, actually maybe even at the edge there. Something like this. Interesting. I don't have a whole lot of wood, so I don't want to waste a lot of resources. I'm going to actually move these over and end it there. Like so. Okay, and I think, can I cut these again? I'm not sure. Nope. It'll let my saw attach to it, but that's not what I want. So we're going to have to do a little bit of wonkiness because I want these steps. I guess I could just do one. It's not that big of a... I can easily jump that. I could also do something like this, but it looks a little bit wonky, right? If I do something like that and then do another one here or so. Yeah, I just don't know. Let's see here. Move this back. Okay, so let's think about this a second. So I could drag this to here. In fact, it might be nice to have it here so I can actually run on the ground and continue running over. It's barely connected when I do that. And then do this one. Something like this. I don't know. It works, right? It doesn't look all that great, but it's not that big a deal. It might be that I can come across more wood or something. We can come up with some kind of new setup here. I can always remove this wood and do something else with it later. Be nice if you could make steps that you actually run up, but you never know. That may be in store down the road at some point. Looks like the sun's starting to come up, and I guess we've got things pretty well established as a base here. Things are a little bit more organized, and I think we're going to be able to do some cool stuff off of here. We've got some more wood to go, and I know I've got some more over to the west or left. I can go break up some more of that. So yeah, it's definitely got some ideas here. I think one of the cool things that we're going to want to do is get a fireplace going at some point. That's actually an item that you can craft. If I bring up the recipes here, you can see we can actually go through here. So we can make a door, we can make thatching, we obviously know about the planks. We can make more stone blocks as needed. Window might be kind of cool, certainly a bed. I'm not sure if that helps you at all. It does take the yarrow plant, and that you use to heal. I think I do have 2 of those, and I do have a plank. Interesting. So it looks like we'll be able to make a bed. That's kind of cool. Maybe we'll do that next time. You can make a sail. I think you can make like rafts essentially. So there's a number of things in here we can make. We're certainly going to want to make a generator and a light bulb, that's for sure. So it looks like if we make stone blocks, we can get a fireplace going. With a fire in there, we'll keep warm. Right now you can see I am chilly. So yeah, we got some things to make. But I'm going to want to get the base of this house set up first. I want some a roof over the top so I'm not getting wet, and that's where the thatching will come in handy. And I think what we'll do is we will look into doing some of that next time, and I guess that'll be episode 4. So stay tuned for that. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. If you want to see even more of this series and really want to help me support it, consider going to the first episode and giving that one a like. I definitely appreciate that, and it helps, as well as giving this one a like, of course. So yeah, with that bit of promotion tossed out there, I will bid you all a farewell and look forward to seeing you next time.